Joe Myers back here with you along with Matt Gumm at Sam Royse Field. Let's quickly give you the starting lineups here on the Don Franklin Auto pregame show. These starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. First for the Barren County Trojans, batting first, and its shortstop is J.P. Hyde. Jackson Reese at first base, batting second. Number 3 hitter for the Trojans is center fielder Sutton Hyde. Axel Dyshome will bat in the cleanup spot, and he will be in right field. Batting fifth and at third base is Jordan Harris. Number 6 hitter is the catcher, Aiden Keeney. Jacob Spence will be the designated hitter. He'll bat in the 7-hole. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Tristan Meach. And the number 9 hitter is the second baseman, Skylar Potter. Barren County 14-10 overall, 4-0 in district play, and their head coach is Derek Alfonso. The TJ Regional Health starting lineup for the Scotties looks like this. Batting first, and at shortstop is JoJo Driver. Number 2 hitter is the second baseman, Hudson Gumm. Batting third, and at third base is Weston Carroll. The pitcher will bat fourth. That's going to be Zach Poor today for the Scotties. Batting fifth is Bam Nolly. He'll be catching. Mason Bass batting sixth. He'll be at first base. At left field is Davey Williams. He'll be in the 7th spot. Batting eighth is the center fielder, Boone Hatton. And the number 9 hitter is the right fielder, Rylan Furlong. Scotties are 11-14 overall on the year, 2-2 in the district. Their head coach is Cameron Garman. He's assisted by Cord Glass, Carlos Morrison, and Dylan Poor. And those are the starting lineups brought to you by TJ Regional Health. And we'll go ahead and wrap up the Don Franklin Auto first countdown to first pitch. And we'll be back in a moment with the Walbert Trucking first pitch. We're back after a 2-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sautéed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sautéed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
It's time for Glasgow Scotties baseball on WCLU 103.1 FM and AM 1490. And video streaming free at WCLUradio.com and on the WCLU and Scotties YouTube channels. Presented by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. Let's play ball!
Field at historic Richardson Stadium. It is Glasgow against Barren County in a pivotal 15th district matchup. Matt Gumm now joins me, and Matt, going to get you in here for a few comments. This is a big ball game for both schools. If Barren County wins today, they're going to wrap up the number 1 seed for the district tournament. If Glasgow wins, Scotties keep their hopes alive of getting a 3-way tie for first place. They would also need to go to Barren County and win tomorrow. So this ought to be a good one.
Yes, sir. It should be a good ball game coming up, Joe.
All right, Zach Poor on the mound for the Scotties. We'll set the rest of the Glasgow defense for you here in just a moment, but Zach is a senior left-hander. Zach has not thrown a lot this year. He's 1-0 with a 2.74 ERA, 12 strikeouts, 7 walks. He's only thrown 7 2/3 innings, and he delivered his first pitch. It's a fastball and hit right back up the middle by J.P. Hyde to lead this ball game off. Zach making just his 4th start of the season here today against the Trojans. When he has been able to throw and he's remained healthy, he's been pretty effective, Matt, but he's had some arm issues.
He has, Joe, and he's limited his pitches, and hopefully that's let him stay strong through the year and be able to get a good start for us tonight.
And by the way, that was the Walbert Trucking first pitch that J.P. Hyde took back up the middle to lead off the ball game. And this fastball from Poor misses outside. The hitter now Jackson Reese, the Barren County first baseman. Reese, a .345 hitter with 12 RBIs. He has 1 home run. Poor going to throw over to first base, but the runner back in safely. We apologize for having to rush through our Don Franklin pregame show, but the fact that they started a couple minutes early here, and plus the fact that I had a little technical problem there, put us behind, so we do apologize for that. But we are ready to roll here as Zach Poor says to deliver the pitch, and they've got the runner picked off. They throw to first base, but now Mason Bass will not attempt to throw to second. I'm not sure, did he call a balk, or well, I'm not sure why Mason did not attempt to throw down to second base if he thought a balk had been called or something, but I don't think it was. Either way, J.P. Hyde has second base stolen now.
Joe, it looked like Reese's hands were coming down the bat on both of those attempts, so looking forward to a bunt here maybe.
And he does put a bunt down, bunts it hard down the first base line, and nobody's going to be able to make the play. As Scotties did not get over in time to cover the bag at first. It was Mason Bass who came to field it down the first base line, but nobody there at the first base, so he had nobody to throw to. And that moves J.P. Hyde over there to third base. So now runners on the corners, nobody out, and a good start to this one for the Barren County Trojans. Here comes their number 3 hitter, Sutton Hyde. Hyde, the second leading hitter on the team average-wise with a .420 average. He has 17 RBIs and 1 home run, and he's got 2 men on the base paths right here with nobody out. Poor going to throw to first base. It's in the dirt. Bass able to dig it out, though. Let's set the Glasgow defense for you real quick. Out in the outfield, you've got Davey Williams in left field, Boone Hatton in center field, Rylan Furlong at right field. Weston Carroll's at third base, JoJo Driver the shortstop, Hudson Gum at second, Mason Bass at first, Bam Nolly behind the plate. We've already told you Zach Poor is pitching. The pitch from Poor, and it's in the dirt, and gets away from Nolly far enough that will allow Reese to take second base. So now 2 men in scoring position here for the Trojans to start this ball game. Still nobody out in the top of the first inning, which is brought to you by SCRTC. The 1-0 pitch coming from the senior left-hander. And this ball ripped into center field. That'll be a base hit and likely going to score 2 as they send Reese around third. He is going to come in and he will score standing up. So it's a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Trojans, and the Scotties have not yet recorded an out.
Yeah, Joe, this team hits the ball pretty well. You know, 328 on the year for them as a team. 3 people over 400, and they putting the ball in play right now, right off the bat.
That'll bring up Axel Dysholm, the right fielder. Breaking ball from Poor, misses for ball 1. Dysholm a .327 average with 26 RBIs to lead the team. Also has 2 home runs, which ties him for the team lead.
Axel's transfer in from Greenwood, Joe. Played there last year.
And this pitch in the dirt. And the throw down to second base is not in time as Sutton Hyde able to take second base on that wild pitch. Rough start to this one for the Scotties so far. 2 balls and no strikes, the count here to Dysholm. With another runner in scoring position now, Barren County already on top by a score of 3-0. Already 2 South Central Bank base hits for the Trojans. Here's a fly ball to right field, as Rylan Furlong will not be able to get to it. It'll drop in there for a base hit. So runners again on the corners. Still nobody out with Jordan Harris coming to the plate, a .458 hitter. He is the team's top hitter, has 23 RBIs, which is second on the team, and 1 home run, and this young man is a freshman.
Yeah, Jordan's a really good baseball player, Joe. Seen him play a lot of ball in the summer, and guy can hit.
His numbers speak for themselves for sure. Breaking ball from Poor stays upstairs. Zach sits. And the fastball here is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Poor shakes the first pitch off. Now likes the second one he sees. And a throw over to first base. The runner back in safely. Now the 2-0. That one in there for a called strike.
I believe that's the first strike they hadn't put in play, Joe.
Yeah. Maybe Zach can settle in here after that one. Now the 2-1. And now a balk is called. That's going to get a run in from third base, make it 3-0. It moves Dysholm to second base. Sutton Hyde comes in to score the third run of the day for the Trojans here in this first inning, and there is still nobody out. 2 balls and a strike here. Poor with a pitch. Breaking ball hit off the handle, popped up on the infield, and Hudson Gum will make the catch there at second base as he had to come in on it. And that is the first out of the day, and that brings up the catcher, Aiden Keeney.
Hopefully that breaks the seal, Joe, and we can get some outs here and get in and hit.
Poor checks on the runner. And the pitch misses for ball 1. We didn't get a chance to talk in the pregame, Matt, but the Scotties had some exciting baseball over the weekend on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, real good game against Franklin on Friday with Davey Williams hitting a walk-off grand slam to win the ball game in extra innings.
The runner takes off for third base here, and the pitch is a little bit high, got away from Nolly, so that'll be another stolen base as Barren County right now doing about what they want to on the offensive side. Yeah, walk-off grand slam, you said, for Davey there against Franklin on Friday.
8-4 Friday night. And then
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday he had the same situation came up, and he got a base hit deep to center to score the winning run. And 2 runs, actually. We were down in that game against D-Town.
Breaking ball misses low. Davey Williams has been hot. He was 3 for 3 on Saturday, with including that game-winning RBI base hit.
Yep, and 2 home runs on Friday. It's a good weekend for Davey.
The 3-0 pitch on the way from Poor. That one in there for a strike. Dysholm over at third base, already 3 runs in here in the first inning for the Trojans. And now another balk has been called, and that's going to get Dysholm in.
Joe, I thought he just moved his head there. I didn't think there was any shoulder movement. I thought it was just a head movement.
Cameron Garman's going to go get an explanation from our home plate umpire, Matt.
Yeah, and the home plate umpire is now called 2 balks, Joe, which you don't see a lot. Usually that's the call from the guy in the field who's right behind it, but the head movement is in my opinion, not a balk, but apparently this umpire believes that the head movement is a balk. So we will give him the 4th run. And
his belief has cost the Scotties 2 runs here.
Yes, sir.
Not that they might not have scored otherwise, but I don't think the Glasgow coaching staff believes it was a balk either. 3 balls and a strike here. Pitch on the way, and that one misses high, so it'll be a walk to Aiden Keeney. Jacob Spence will be up next.
Yeah, Joe, the real good thing about both Friday and Saturday is, we had 2 pitchers throw the ball Saturday. One, actually, in Landon Martin threw a great game for us on Saturday, and Mason Lowry threw a really good game on Friday. Both of them got to 6 1/3 innings and threw the ball really well. As good as I've seen his pitch, other than the couple outings Bass has had. So it was good to see that. We needed that out of those 2 guys.
No doubt. Garrett Shields, the courtesy runner at first base, Matt, there for Aiden Keeney, number 24. Breaking ball from Zach Poor in there to Spence to start off this at bat.
Shields usually looking to run. Joe, he's got 8 for 8 this year on stolen base attempts.
This pitch misses to even the count up at a ball and a strike. And again, they throw to first base. The runner is picked off. They throw down to second, and JoJo Driver has to dig the throw out of the dirt, but he does, and he applies the tag, and Shields is out for out number 2 in this SCRTC first inning.
Yeah, Joe, they're definitely going on first movement on Zach on the stolen bases, just to, the first move, the leg they're going and trying to get that. That worked earlier, but didn't work this time. Mason got the ball off his glove very well.
1-1 pitch misses upstairs. A little tougher to do that against a left-handed pitcher, too, Matt. Go on first movement. A little trickier look there from a left-hander, usually. Another 2-1 pitch on the way. And that one misses as well.
Somewhere.
I don't think Zach Poore very happy with that. That looked like a strike.
Yeah, Mr. Johnson behind the plate's making it a little tougher today for the Scotties, but hopefully he's consistent all the way around.
Now the 3-1 swung on and missed that time by Spence. He probably helped Zach out right there.
Yeah,
Probably would have been ball 4.
Yep, that was definitely ball 4 there, Joe, but we'll take it.
Chance for the Scotties to finally put an end to this first inning. Barren County already has 4 runs in. 3-2 pitch is flied to short left field. Could be trouble. And Davey Williams, though, comes in and makes a diving catch for out number 3. But it was a big top of the first inning brought to you by SCRTC for the Barren County Trojans as they were able to plate 4 runs. And we'll get Matt to give us all these numbers here.
Joe, we've got the Trojans had 4 runs on 4 hits and 1 left on base. Trojans up after a half inning, 4 with the Scotties coming up to plate.
We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joe Myers alongside Matt Gumm as we move to the bottom of the first inning here at Sam Royse Field. Before we do so, we want to take a look at an HVAC instant replay. An outstanding catch made by Davey Williams, a diving catch to get out number 3 there in the top of the SCRTC first inning. First 3 hitters due up for Glasgow: JoJo Driver, Hudson Gumm, and Weston Carroll. Scotty's trailing 4-0 on the mound today. Joey Myers for Barren County, and his first pitch hits the plate for ball 1. Myers is 5-0 on the year. He is a junior right-hander, a 2.18 ERA, 32 strikeouts, 13 walks. He's thrown 35 1/3 innings, which leads the team. He's also making his 8th start, which leads the team. Fastball here to Driver in there for a called strike. Barren County has a pretty good pitching staff, Matt, but I would think Myers would be their number 1.
Yeah, Myers and Meach are both 1A and 1B. They definitely are. They both throw the ball really well, and JoJo on a check swing there on an off-speed pitch.
Could not quite hold up.
Yep. And then they work a relief pitcher, the second baseman Potter usually follows Meach, who's the left-handed pitcher we'll probably see tomorrow, and then the Wicks kid usually follows Joey. That's sort of the pattern they've had all year.
1-2 pitch was fouled off by Driver, so he stayed alive. Myers into his windup and delivers a fastball that misses low. The 2-2 now. That one misses for ball 3, so the count will go full, and Myers wanted to know where that pitch was.
And Nikiti let him know it was down in a way, which is good. Glad that wasn't a strike 3.
Now the payoff pitch and hit to second base. It'll be scooped up by Skylar Potter. His throw to first is there. And one away here in the bottom of the SCRTC first inning. That will bring up the second baseman, Hudson Gum. Let's quickly set the Barren County defense for you. Out in the outfield, you have Tristan Meach in left field, Sutton Hyde in center, Axel Dyshome in right, Jordan Harris at third base, J.P. Hyde at shortstop, Skylar Potter at second base, Jackson Reese at first, and Aiden Keeney behind the dish. Hudson Gum batting .329 as we start the action today with 11 RBIs. Myers with the pitch, and Gum swings and misses for strike one. Myers with the 0-1. Breaking ball, popped up foul and out of play.
Joey starting with the little off speed. Hudson was looking for a fastball and swung right over the top of it.
No balls and 2 strikes now to Hudson. The pitch from Myers misses low.
Like to see him put the ball in play and get on base in front of Weston. Weston's continued to hit the ball real well all year, so need base runners on in front of him.
Myers with the 1-2 pitch, and Gum with a ball that's going to be caught by the second baseman, Potter. I thought for a moment that thing was going to get through, but Potter made it to the spot. The ball hung up just long enough for him to get there and make the catch.
Yep, just enough to get a glove on it and catch the ball. Good play by Mr. Potter.
And that will bring up the third baseman, Weston Carroll. Matt told you he's hitting the ball very well during his senior campaign. .407 average with 14 RBIs. He also has a home run. Pitch from Myers misses here for ball one.
See a heavy dose of off speed, I'm assuming. Weston does really well looking for the fastball. And
1-0 pitch is in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. Myers kicks and fires. And that one a strike on the outside half. Barren County 4, Glasgow nothing. We are in the bottom of the SCRTC first inning. 2 outs on the board here for Glasgow. Nobody on the bases. The 2-1 pitch is fouled off into the Barren County dugout. Two and two. Myers with a pitch, and that's in the dirt. Count goes full.
Gone full on 2 of the first 3 batters he's faced, Joe. He's throwing some deep pitches here, so maybe that's a good sign for us.
Hopefully a good sign down the road here as the game goes on. Make him work a little bit, and now Myers misses with this one, and he'll issue his first walk of the day as Carroll draws it and heads down to first base, and that'll bring up the Glasgow cleanup hitter, Zach Poor, who's just under Weston's .407 average. Zach hitting .400 with 18 RBIs, which leads the team. He also leads the team with 3 bombs on the season.
Be a good time for one here, Joe. Get a hold of one and look at this lead in half.
Zach hits from the left side. Myers from the stretch checks on Carroll at first base. Now the fastball grounded to the right side and it's grabbed by Potter, and he'll go to first base for the out. So
Skylar Potter with all 3 outs for the Trojans that time. The Scotties had no runs on no hits, 1 man left on base. No errors by the Trojans, and after 1, Trojans 4, Scotties 0.
And we're back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors. Someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Back here at Sam Royse Field, and we have a new pitcher for the Scotties, and that is going to be Davy Williams, and we'll tell you about all the other changes defensively for Glasgow after we give you Davy's number here. Davy has had good success on the mound so far this season. He's a 2.80 ERA, 1-1 on the year with 1 save. He struck out 18. He's walked 13. He's thrown 15 innings, and he's making his 9th appearance as a pitcher. They have all come in relief.
Yeah, Joe, it looks like Stephen Garrett will enter the game for the Scotties in right field. He'll be in the batting spot for Mason Bass. Rylan Furlong will go to left field for the Scotties. Move from right field to left field with Davey coming on the mound.
For the Trojans, left fielder number 4, Tristan Meach.
Tristan Meach to lead things off for Barren County. Here in the top of the HVAC Services second inning, the first pitch of the day from Davy Williams misses for ball 1. Meach, a .250 hitter with 4 RBIs and 1 home run. 1-0 from Williams. This foul tipped back into the catcher's glove. Bam Nolly, 1-1.
Trojans will plate the 8, 9, and 1 batters for them this inning.
Now the 1-1's a breaking ball, which is fouled off down the third base line. Scotter, Potter, and J.P. Hyde will be the other Barren County hitters due up here in this second inning. The 1-2 now from Davy Williams is a fastball that misses just low.
Just low.
The 2-2. Breaking ball
Nice
and a
pitch.
swing and a miss by Meach as he was way out in front of that one. Kind of a looping curveball that time thrown by Davy Williams, and he gets the Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout.
Yeah, set him up there with all fastballs and then comes with a big looping curveball. It's a great pitch.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Skylar Potter. He goes after the first pitch and misses the fastball for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And that one in the dirt. So as we told you, these same two teams will match up tomorrow in another district ball game over at Barren County High School, weather allowing. Here's the 1-1, and this curveball is fouled off. Don't think it's supposed to rain much during the day tomorrow, but the potential problem, I think, is overnight. They're saying 1 to 2 inches of rain this evening as we all sleep, so we'll see if it allows them to play tomorrow or not. Now the 1-2 pitch is popped up on the infield. Hudson Gum and Davey and JoJo Driver both going in on it, but it'll be Driver who calls Hudson off and makes the catch for the second out.
Joe, next up for the Trojans will be the shortstop, John Parker Hyde. Drove the ball into right center last time up.
Took the first pitch of the ball game back up the middle. He's a .403 hitter with 16 RBIs. First pitch here misses low in the dirt. Williams has sat the first two Barren County hitters down in this HVAC Services second inning. Now the 1-0, also in the dirt.
Davey overthrown a little bit, but a little excited there. I can understand.
Barren County 4, Glasgow nothing. 2-0 pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Misses somewhere. Not sure where.
Yeah, that one seemed to be pretty good. Davey's not arguing.
Now the 3-0, that one's definitely low, so it'll be a 4-pitch walk here to the leadoff hitter for the Trojans, J.P. Hyde, and it brings up the first baseman, Jackson Reese.
Joe Jackson had the little push bunt right here between the pitcher's mound and first base last time up for him, and ended up scoring a run.
Williams hits him to go after the first pitch, swings and misses for strike one. This Barren County team junior dominated. 9 of the 22 players on the roster are juniors. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball from Williams, in there for a call, strike 2. 6 of the 9 guys in the batting order today for Barren County are juniors, and the pitcher, who is not hitting, Joey Myers, is also a junior. So 7 of the 10 starters, really. As Hyde takes off for second base, it's a chopper to third. Weston Carroll will come down with it and go to first base for the out. So that will end the top half of the HVAC Services second inning, and Barren County held scoreless in this inning. Matt?
Yeah, Joe, the Trojans had no runs on no hits, no errors by the Scotties, and we had 1 runner left on base by the Trojans. So after an inning and a half, we have Trojans 4, Scotties 0.
And we're back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Bam Nolly to lead things off for the Scotties here in the bottom half of the HVAC Services second inning. He'll be followed by Stephen Garrett and Davey Williams, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Actually, Mason Bass is going to hit instead of Stephen Garrett.
So it's a little bit different rule in high school baseball this year, Joe. Apparently you can identify a spot as the DH spot, and so since Mason was in that slot, that he can be considered the DH. So he is now the DH for Stephen, who is playing in right field.
Okay, got you. That first pitch by Nolly to Nolly was fouled off, and now Bam will hit another foul ball down the third base line. So Joe, Bam in the hole 0-2. Sorry, Matt.
Bam's really hitting the ball well, Joe. He was the catalyst on both of our comebacks and final innings. Friday and Saturday, really hit the ball well. Been on his zone very well. So batting average just showing it.
Yeah, he's got his average up to 256. I think just a week or so ago it was barely above 200.
That's right.
Now the 0-2, and Nolly watches that one go by low for ball 1.
And I can't say enough about Bam and his ability behind the plate. He has really worked hard this year and becoming a really good defensive catcher for us.
Here's the 1-2. And this one hit in the air. Is it going to stay fair? It does, and it's called out there by the left fielder Tristan Meach for out number 1. Now to bring up Mason Bass, who, as we just talked about, is now the designated hitter. Mason hits from the left side against Joey Myers. Myers into the windup and the pitch, and Bass foul tips it for strike 1.
If Scotty fans remember last year, Joe, in district tournament, Myers hit a home run on us to sort of put that game away. And
here's the 0-1. And this one misses low. And that, of course, ended up being the final game for legendary head coach Sam Royse. 39 years Sam coached here at Glasgow. Now the 1-1. And Bass a little bit late on it. 1-2. Mason into the box, awaiting the pitch. Myers comes set. Pitch on the way. This one grounded to the right side and picked up by the first baseman, Reese. He'll step on the bag, and there are 2 outs here in the HVAC Services second inning. And that will bring up the pitcher, Davey Williams. Davey has his average up to 274 with 14 RBIs and 2 home runs. I think you said both of those home runs came in the Franklin game. Is that
That's
right?
That's right. Solo homer in the second, Joe, and then the grand slam in the 8th.
So Davey is hot of a hitter as Glasgow has right now, and he gets hit in the shoulder by the first pitch of the at-bat, so he'll go down to first base. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Boone Hatton.
Joe, that was the 10th hit by pitch for Davey on the year. He continues to have that target on him that I keep referring to. It's amazing.
Led the team in that category last year, too, didn't he? So Boone Hatton will step in here. Scotty's trailing 4-0 as Myers throws over to first base. Runner back in safely. Davey is running for himself. Didn't know if we might have a courtesy runner for Davey since he is pitching, but he is going to run for himself here. Pitch to Hatton in there for a called strike. Myers sets. And he'll throw to first base again. Williams back in safely. Senior center fielder Boone Hatton waiting on the 0-1 pitch. And here it comes. And it's a check swing foul ball by Hatton. Oh, 0-2 now to Boone. Lady Scottie softball team in action on the road today at Metcalfe County. We are scheduled to have a softball broadcast for you tomorrow as the Lady Scotties host Cumberland County at 5:30. If they are able to play, our broadcast will begin around 5:20 here on WCLU. Got another softball game for you on Thursday, so a busy week of broadcast here on WCLU. Here's the 0-1. As Williams takes off for second base, the throw down is in the dirt, but they still got him.
He's in the bag. He can't block the bag without the ball. He's in the bag, Blue.
And the Glasgow dugout not too sure about that call either, but they do get Williams for out number 3, and that will end the HVAC Services second inning. Scotty still being shut out.
Yeah, Joe, Scotty's no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Scotties after 2 complete. It's the Trojans 4 and the Scotties 0.
Back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with a same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile, and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team...
Joe Myers, Matt Gunn back here with you at Sam Royse Field. We go to the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning as Glasgow trails Barren County 4-0 here. At the plate to lead off the inning for the Trojans is Sutton Hyde. He'll be followed by Alex Dyshome and Jordan Harris.
Base hit to right center, his first time up, Joe.
0-1 pitch to him is grounded to Carroll at third base, and it's going to eat Weston up, and it'll get into left field. And now Hyde going to try to go to second base. The throw is just a little bit late. Boy, very aggressive base running that time by Sutton Hyde. Then he decides to do a little dance as he gets to second base.
Dysham had the ball. Dysham had the ball in the first, Joe, that we really couldn't see, but it was definitely a fly ball and sort of down the line in the first, and ended up scoring their fourth run.
Umpire in the field saying something to Davey. I'm not sure what that was about, but either way, we're set to go. Here's Axel Dysham. Comes to the plate for the second time today. Dysham, a .327 hitter with 26 RBIs, which leads the team. Also has 2 homers. Breaking ball from Williams. Misses a bit inside. We told you the Lady Scotties in action at Metcalfe County today in softball, and they are destroying Metcalfe County. It's 13-0 Glasgow in the top of the second inning there in Edmonton. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that one misses inside as well. One other score for you in softball. It is Edmonson County on top of Grayson County through 2 innings of play. 2-0 the score there. Williams going to fake the throw to second base. Williams checking on the runner. Now the 2-0 pitch in the dirt. Nolly able to block it and keep it in front of him. Barren County got all 4 of their runs in the first inning. They lead 4-0. Here at the top of the third. And Williams going to throw to second base, but Sutton back in safely.
Gets his lead and gets back off the base quick.
The 3-0 pitch misses high, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk to Dysham.
Number 20, Jordan Harris, the third baseman, coming up, Joe. He flew out to Hudson in the first inning for our first out in that inning.
So runners at first and second, nobody out here for the Trojans. They look to do some more damage here in the top of the top of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning.
A bunt. Sort of thought that might be coming.
Tries to lay it down, but cannot make contact. 0-1. So they're asking Jordan Harris, a .458 hitter, to try to lay down a bunt here to put 2 men in scoring position with just 1 out. Now ready to swing away, and this breaking ball misses upstairs. And immediately Bam Nolly goes out to have a word with Davey Williams, which probably means Bam was not expecting the pitch he got right there. Well, they get it worked out. Bam heads back to home plate, and Davey heads back to the mound. One ball, 1 strike to Harris. Williams with the pitch, and Harris laces it to center field, but it's hit right at Boone Hatton as Boone had to come in on it a few steps. He makes the catch. The runners have to stay put. Very well hit, but fortunately hit right in the area where Boone was playing.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
If I was roped.
And that will bring up the catcher, Aiden Keeney. Keeney hitting .279 on the year. Williams with the pitch. Breaking ball is high. 1-0 pitch, and it'll be fouled back out of play. Hoping we can get this thing in without any rain. Just checking the radar. Right now we're looking okay. So
definitely raining pretty well over on the river.
Yes, sure. It is. Yep. This pitch, this throw to first base, but the runner going to be in there safely. Yeah, once it starts raining, it looks like it's going to rain pretty hard.
Rain
but
for a while.
Right now the rain is just east of Hopkinsville. Now the 1-1. And this one misses low. Runners at first and second here. 1 out. We are in the top of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. Barren County leads Glasgow 4-0. A 2-ball, 1-strike count. The pitch from Williams misses upstairs to Keeney.
Keeney walked his last time, Joe, and was thrown out on a pickoff move. The courtesy runner was.
Williams with a 3-1 pitch, and that'll be ball 4 as it's low. And that will load the bases.
2 of his last 3 have been walks, Joe, and now Jacob Spence is up. He flew out to left field his first time up, and it looks like we got Garrett Shields coming back in to run for Keeney.
So Shields will be there at first base. So here's the junior DH, Jacob Spence. First pitch he sees is a strike. The 0-1, breaking ball in the dirt, and Ollie able to keep it in front of him there. Runners stay put. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball misses high. Williams working from the stretch with the bases loaded. The 2-1 pitch in the dirt, and this ball blocked, but going to get away from Nolly, and the runner's going to come in to score from third. The other 2 runners will advance a bag, so that run by Sutton Hyde will score due to the wild pitch. $5-0 now, Barren County. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Williams, and a swing and a miss at what would have been ball 4 by Spence.
Spence did that last time on the 3-1 count, Joe. It really helped us out, so maybe we can get a repeat performance here.
Now the 3-2. And a swing and a miss, and that will be an Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout for Davey Williams for out number 2. And that will bring up the left fielder, Tristan Meach.
Tristan struck out swinging to start off the second inning.
Fastball from Williams is low here. A base hit potentially scores 2 runs. You've got men at second and third here. And this pitch on the outside corner called a strike right at the knees. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, and that got a piece of Meach, so he will go down to first base.
Skylar Potter coming up for the Trojans. He flew out to JoJo at shortstop for the second out of the second inning.
And here's a ground ball to driver at shortstop. He'll play it off the hop and go to Hudson Gum, who's covering the bag at second. That will end the inning, so the Trojans will leave the bases loaded here in the third, but they do add 1 run to their total here in the third.
Joe, the Trojans had 1 run on no hits. 3 runners left on base. 1 error by the Scotties. After 2.5, it's Trojans 5, Scotties 0.
We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
The 8, 9, and 1 hitters at the plate for the Scotties in the bottom half of the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning. That's Boone Hatton, Rylan Furlong, and JoJo Driver. Barren County 5, Glasgow nothing. And the first pitch of the inning from Joey Myers misses for ball 1. Boone was at the plate when Davey Williams was thrown out trying to steal second base in the bottom of the second. So Hatton looking at a 1-0 count. The pitch on the way, and there for a call strike. Again, if Barren County wins this game, they will wrap up the number 1 seed for the 15th District Tournament and would face Allen County Scottsville in the first round of the district tournament. Swing and a miss here by Hatton. It's 1-2. If Glasgow wins, the Scotties would have to also win tomorrow to force a 3-way tie. Barren County and Glasgow match up again tomorrow at Trojan Stadium. And this ball hit on the ground to the shortstop. J.P. Hyde has it. His throw to first is there. There is one away. And that will bring up the left fielder, Rylan Furlong.
Batting for the Scotties is left fielder number 2, Rylan Furlong.
Pitched Furlong misses. Baseball score for you. The other game going on today in the 15th District, and it's a tie game between Allen County, Scottsville, and Warren East. They're all knotted up at 2 after 2 innings of play. Allen County, Scottsville yet to win a district game. They are 0-4. Warren East is 2-2. As Warren East was swept by Barren County, but they swept the Scotties. And Glasgow swept Allen County, Scottsville. Barren County has also swept Allen County, Scottsville. This pitch misses low to Furlong. It's 2 balls and no strikes. And this one is high, so 3-0 to Rylan. Edmonson County leads Grayson County in softball at the end of the third inning by a score of 8-0. And this is going to be a 4-pitch walk here to Rylan Furlong as that one misses low, so a 1-out walk. We'll bring up the top of the order for the Scotties with JoJo Driver. JoJo with his average at .220 on the year. Myers comes to the breaking ball. Driver showed bunt, pulled back, and thought it was a ball, but it's called strike 1.
Starting him off with an off-speed pitch there, expecting the bunt, and JoJo pulled it back.
Showing bunt very early here, now pulls back, ready to swing away, and strike 2 is called.
Same pitch.
Oh, 0-2 to JoJo. Myers sets, and he'll throw to first base, but Furlong back in safely. And now
took one off the elbow, the funny bone, I do believe, Joe.
Something happened. I couldn't tell because I was blocked out, but I heard the umpire give him time here to try to recover and see Rylan looking at that left arm. Oh, 0-2 to JoJo Driver. And this ball going to be grounded to shortstop, but it's booted by Hyde. His only play will try to go to first base, and Driver able to leg it out. So Driver will reach on the error that time by J.P. Hyde. Furlong moves to second base. And the Scotties have some life here with Hudson Gum coming to the plate with one away here in the Elmore Realty and Auction third inning.
JoJo's quick enough. Joe, he gets down that baseline very well. If you bobble it, he's going to find a way to get on base. So hopefully we can get something going here, and Hudson can find a way to get the ball in play and get Weston up with some men on base.
Myers delivers, and Gums foul tips it for strike one. Looked like a breaking ball that time by Hudson, or to Hudson. Oh and 1 as Myers sets, checks the runner. Now the pitch. Gum with a ball hit well to center field, but it's hit right at the center fielder. They try to double Furlong off, and he does get back safely to second base, but Sutton Hyde made a good catch, but like that ball hit by Jordan Harris in the top of this inning, it was hit on a line, but hit right at the center fielder Hyde, and he made the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Weston Carroll.
Two really hard hit balls by Hudson there, Joe, and one's right up the middle that hung up a little bit, and that one just didn't get down quick enough.
First pitch to Carroll misses upstairs.
It at least made things interesting if that ball can get down, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with these two guys coming up to plate.
And they're going to throw to second base here, and a better throw may have had Furlong. But the throw was high, so he was able to slide back in there. Weston, I think, walked his first time up, didn't he, Matt?
Weston did walk on.
Yep. Breaking ball here misses. It's 2-0.
Pushed it to a full count his last time up and ended up walking.
Myers with a pitch. That one misses inside. It's now 3-0, so Myers one pitch away from loading the bases with Glasgow's cleanup hitter Zach Poor on deck. Throw to second base again. Furlong slides back in safely. Myers steps off the rubber. Now set to go, has his pitch. The 3-0 on the way, and that's in the dirt. It'll be a 4-pitch walk to Carroll, and that will load the bases for Zach Poor. Zach batting .400 on the year. He has a team-high 18 RBIs and a team-high 3 home runs, so this is Glasgow's opportunity to get back in it. And that will bring Derek Alfonso out of the Barren County dugout as he wants to talk with Joey Myers about how to pitch to Zach Poor right here.
When Zach's hot, it doesn't matter where you throw the ball, Joe. So hopefully he can find something here to drive, and they're going to be very careful with where they throw the balls to Zach. They're going to try to change up the speeds and try to get him to chase something and not give him anything he can hit square.
You think they'd be so careful that they'd be willing to walk a run in right here, Matt?
Absolutely.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
They're up 5-0, so certainly not out of the question. So Zach at the plate. Myers with the pitch, and it misses low. Now the 1-0. And Myers actually going to throw to first base.
Joe, I can't see the center fielder because Hudson's in my way, but they definitely have a shift.
Yeah, he is shaded. The center fielder, Hyde, is shaded way to right field side. And the left fielder, Meach, I mean, if Zach could somehow get this down the left field line, it would clear the bases.
Yep.
And this pitch going to be fouled back. There is a gigantic gap between where the left fielder Meats is playing and the left field foul line.
Or I'd like him to take it at that first sign to the left of the batter's eye out there. About where Hudson's ball was would be a real nice ball right here.
Here's the 1-1. Poor will ground it to the right side. And that is through. Or not through, actually. Now they throw in behind JoJo Driver at third base, and they got him. Scotties do get one run in as Rylan Furlong, and I apologize for the delay on the call, folks. Again, it was hit to first base. I cannot see anything that goes on over there because of where we're seated. But the ball, I'm not even sure who ended up coming up with the ball, but what I can tell you is the Scotties do get a run in, I think, didn't they? They got a run in, didn't they? Okay. 5-1 lead for the Trojans, and then JoJo Driver had made a wide turnaround third base, and whoever had the baseball for Barren County threw him behind him there, and they tagged JoJo out as he tried to go back to the bag at third. So that will end the inning. But Glasgow does get on the scoreboard here in the Elmore Realty and Auction third. Matt, you got that added up?
I do, Joe. I've got, for the Scotties, got one run on one hit there by Zach. We got one error by the Trojans, and the Scotties leave what would end up being two runners on base. So after three complete, it is the Trojans 5 and the Scotties 1.
We're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
If you already have internet through SCRTC, there's a pretty good chance your speed just went up, maybe even paying less. And if you don't, check on fiber optic with SCRTC in your area, because 500 meg is now only $70. That's 500 down and upload. And if you want more speed, SCRTC got it, up to 5 gig of it. Make the switch right now at scrtc.com and we'll do the install free. This won't last forever. With unmatched customer support, SCRTC, your best and last internet provider.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
JP Hyde leading things off for Barren County here in the Garcia's Grill fourth inning. Davey Williams missed with his first pitch, so here's the 1-0 on the way. Hyde gives us a ride to left center field. Rylan Furlong giving it chase, and it is out of here. No, it's caught, I'm sorry. Caught out there by the center fielder, Boone Hatton.
Boone caught it at the base of the hill, thank goodness.
I looked down just as the ball came down, Matt, and I was trying to figure out who was playing left field because we had that change earlier. Remember, It was Rylan Furlong, and then when I looked up, I thought nobody was chasing it. I thought, did it go out? So, anyway, sorry about that. So it's an out fly ball to Boone Hatton out there in center field, and here is the pitch to Jackson Reese. It misses in the dirt for ball one.
Joe Jackson Reese is 1 for 2. He had a bunt in the first inning and grounded out to Weston Carroll to end the second inning.
It was a very well-hit ball, though.
Yes, it was.
Boone was not far from the fence when he caught that ball. Here's the 1-0, and this one a foul ball on the check swing that time by Reese. 1-1 now. Warren East has now taken a 4-2 lead over Allen County Scottsville in baseball through 3 innings of play. Swing and a miss here by Reese.
They've hurt his wrist there, Joe. It looked like he sort of dropped the bat and definitely uncomfortable there.
Ready for the 1-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
And not strike 3 somehow. The Glasgow coaching staff can't believe it. I don't know where it missed. It looks awfully good from where we are. Granted, we are not behind home plate, but now the 2-2.
Bam didn't move his glove much.
And that breaking ball in the dirt. Count will go full. I would not call our home plate umpire a pitcher's umpire by any means. He's got a very tight zone, it seems to me.
Yeah, Coach for Barren is checking on Jackson. Looks like maybe he's – can't tell if it's his – it hit his hand on the back swing through. Oh, the foul ball.
He's okay, though, it looks like.
Yeah. Foul ball check swing hit his hand.
Payoff pitch again, and that misses high, so that'll be a one-out walk to Jackson Reese.
Very easily could have had the strikeout there and had 2 outs in the top of the inning, but walk batter and Sutton Hyde, the center fielder, is up to plate. He had a base hit his first time up and then hit the ball really hard to Weston at third in the 3rd inning to start off their 3rd inning run.
Williams from the stretch.
Same.
And the first pitch in there for a called strike to Hyde. Hyde batting .420 on the season. 17 RBIs. Williams to throw to first base. Reese back in there. Lady Scottie softball team has finished things off against Metcalfe County in 3 innings. Glasgow wins it 16-0 over the Lady Hornets. And this is a ball, a little flare into short left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. A little Texas leaguer there that time by Hyde. And that'll put runners at first and second now with 1 away with Axel Dysham coming to the plate.
Yeah, first base hit in the first for Axel, and then he walked on 4 straight pitches in the 3rd.
Williams with the curveball to start the at-bat in there for a strike. 4th win of the season there for the Lady Scotties at Metcalfe County today.
Great win for them, Joe. That's good to see them get that win.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, fouled off. Again, if they are able to play tomorrow, we will be over at Glasgow High School with a softball broadcast for you, as the Lady Scotties are scheduled to host Cumberland County at 5:30. Our broadcast beginning around 5:20. Williams heading the count 0-2, and he comes off the rubber and fakes the throw to second base.
They may have had him there. He was leaning, had a pretty big lead. Davey hadn't been paying a lot of attention to him.
The 0-2 pitch is grounded foul. Barren County on top 5-1. We are in the top of the Garcia's Grill 4th inning. Trojans have runners at first and second. 1 away. No ball, 2-strike count. And Williams will throw to second base this time. And boy, very close play. The throw was a little bit high. If it had been down closer to the ground where Hudson Gum could apply the tag a little bit more easily, they probably would have had him. Williams sets. Now the 0-2 pitch.
Nice pitch.
Breaking ball misses just inside. Runners take their leads. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Here's a fly ball to left field, and Rylan Furlong will make the catch out there. And they throw to second base, and they double off the runner there at the bag.
Great play by Rylan and left.
So that'll be a double play for the Scottie defense. A fly out to Rylan Furlong, and then he throws to second base to get Jackson Reese, who had gotten too far off the bag there. And that will end the Garcia's Grill top of the 4th inning for the Trojans.
Yeah, Joe, for the Trojans in the 4th, we had no runs. They had 1 hit, 1 man left on base, and no errors by the Scotties. So after 3.5, we have Trojans 5, Scotties 1.
Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bam Nolly to lead things off for Glasgow in the bottom of the Garcia's Grill fourth inning. He'll be followed by Mason Bass and Davey Williams, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Barren County 5, Glasgow 1 in this 15th district matchup. Again, the Trojans trying to lock up the number 1 seed for the district tournament if they hang on and win here today. Joey Myers with his first pitch of the inning, and it's low.
Joe Bam's 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out right near the line, down the left field line, his first time up.
The 1-0 from Myers misses inside. Bam hitting .256 on the year. The 2-0. That's low. Now the 3-0 pitch. And that one misses outside, so that'll be a 4-pitch walk to start the fourth here to Bam Nolly and brings up Mason Bass.
Joe Mason's 0 for 1 ground ball to first baseman, his first time up in the second. Got a pinch runner, courtesy runner, I'm assuming, for Bam. Should be Landon Martin, if I was betting. Number 9 or number 0?
Number 9, it looks like Owen. Oh, no, it's number 8. I'm sorry, it is Landon Martin, number 8. Yeah, Landon Martin. And Bass with a ground ball foul down the right field side.
Myers at 54 pitches on the day, Joe.
He's heading the count 0-1 here to Mason Bass. And Bass with a chopper to the right side. Only play will be at first base as the second baseman Potter fields it. Goes to first there for the out. Moves Landon Martin to second. And with one away, here is the Glasgow pitcher, Davey Williams.
Up next for the Glasgow Scotties is the pitcher, number 22.
Davies 0 for 0. He was hit on the shoulder his first time up.
And Williams gives us a ride to left field, and that is out of the ballpark. Davey Williams continues his hot streak as he gets a 2-run shot over the left field fence just to the left of the scoreboard. And Davey now has 3 home runs in the last 4 days.
Wow. Did not expect them to pitch to him with the base open as hot as he's been, Joe. I just figured they'd pitch around him and try to get to Boone and Ryland in the order, but man, hit that ball really well, and glad to see that.
That got out of here in a hurry.
Yeah, Beach turned to run, but it definitely cleared the fence, and good to see that right there.
And Glasgow right back in this thing now, trailing by just 2, 5-3 here in the bottom of the Garcia's Grill fourth inning. And that will bring up Boone Hatton.
Boone grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat.
And Hatton will foul this pitch off out of play.
Boone led off the last inning for the Scotties.
Myers with the 0-1 pitch. That misses upstairs.
Yeah, that zone is real tight. behind the plate tonight. Been pretty consistent. Haven't seen anything too crazy one way or the other, but it's definitely tight.
And a foul tip here for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch from Myers. And it's thrown behind Hatton, it looked like that time.
I thought Boone was going to take that one off the hip, but
2 balls, 2 strikes now. Myers with the pitch. And Hatton going to have a base hit into left field. That'll be a Sacerdo Bank base hit for Boone Hatton. And that 1-out single will bring Ryland Furlong to the plate.
Ryland walked his first time up on 4 straight pitches. Joe Boone's been really good on the base pass for us this year. He is 14 out of 16. Second on the team in stolen bases.
See if he decides to go in this situation. Staying put here as the pitch to Furlong misses low. Barren County leads 5-3. We're in the bottom of the 4th.
Joey's been starting pretty much every pitcher off with that off-speed pitch, Joe.
The 1-0.
Hopefully our guys will continue to learn that and maybe leave that ball down on the first pitch and get ahead instead of chasing from behind.
That pitch also missed low, so 2 balls and no strikes now. Myers delivers. That one in there for a strike. Looked like Ryland was taken all the way there. Now the 2-1. Strike 2 called.
Gave him the inside corner, though. First time we've seen that ball called a strike today. But
2-2 now. Myers delivers, and Furlong pops it up on the infield. It'll be caught, actually dropped.
He did that on purpose, Joe. He thought that Furlong had given himself up, and he was going to try to get the quick double play there.
So they do get the out there at second base. They get Boone Hatton there.
Go E6, and then 6-4 for the second out. And Furlong gets on the base pass. JoJo driver up. Joe, he is 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on an error to the shortstop and ground out to the second baseman.
First pitch to driver in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. And nearly hit driver. He says it did hit him, but the umpire says no. JoJo tried to win an Academy Award right there as he comes back to home plate with a smile on his face.
I think both he and the umpire sort of getting a laugh out of that one together.
Here's the 1-1. And driver with a chopper back up the middle. It'll be fielded by the second baseman Potter. He'll go to first for the out, so that will end the Garcia's Grill 4th inning. But a positive bottom of the 4th for the Scotties as Davey Williams parks his 3rd home run of the year over the left field fence, and it pulls Glasgow back to within 2 runs here.
Joe, the Scotties had 2 runs on 2 hits that inning. 1 runner left on base, and I have 1 error by the Trojans. So after 4 complete, we got the Trojans 5 and the Scotties 3.
And we're back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
We know know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Back here for the Walbert Trucking top of the 5th inning as Barren County leads Glasgow by a score of 5-3. And we're going to take a look at the HVAC Services instant replay of that 2-run homer by Davey Williams back in the bottom of the 4th inning over the left field fence. That pulled Glasgow back to within 2 as they trailed 5-3. And for the Trojans,
it's number 20, Jordan Harris, up for the Trojans. He flew out to the second baseman and then line drive to center field.
And here is a fly ball to center field again. This is going to be caught by Boone Hatton. Barren County does not have numbers on the front of their jerseys, so if they don't turn around, I don't know who it is at the plate. But Matt has the book in front of him there, so he was...
Number 9, Aiden Keeney coming up, Joe. He has walked on both instances today.
Keeney batting .279 on the year. Williams with his first pitch of the at-bat, and it's well hit to right field, and that is going to get down as Stephen Garrett will get it back in quickly, but it's a one-out single, South Central Bank base hit there for Keeney. And that'll bring up the DH, Jacob Spence.
Jacob has flown out to left field his first time up and then struck out his second.
Garrett Shields will be the courtesy runner once again for Keeney at first base. And Williams' fastball in the dirt. It gets by Nolly to the backstop, so that moves Shields to second base on the wild pitch. Warren East now leads Allen County Scottsville 7-2 in a 15th district matchup. That's through 4 innings of play. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The pitch from Williams is lined into right field for another South Central Bank base hit. They're going to wave Shields around third base. Actually, now they're going to hold him up after he took a big turn. And a good throw home. I don't know who made the cutoff. Was it Hudson Gum that made the catch?
I think that was Zach.
Was it Zach? Okay.
Zach comes into the middle of the field on that ball to right, and probably had him dead to rights.
Yeah, probably a good thing they held Shields up there at third base. So runners on the corners now for the Trojans, 1 away.
Back-to-back hits there for the Trojans. We've got Meach is up. He's got a strikeout his first time and was hit by pitch in the third.
Williams threw the third base, but Weston Carroll was not covering the bag, but Weston alert enough to see the throw coming his way. And Williams fakes to throw to third and then turns and looks at first base, but all the runners safely on the bases here. Breaking ball from Williams is hit well to left field, and it is
off the scoreboard.
Yep. A 3-run shot here for Tristan Meach, his second homer of the year. And that will put Barren County up by a score of 8-3 as they go back to a 5-run lead. So Meach with RBIs 5, 6, 7 on the season. And that will put Skylar Potter at the plate now with, again, the 8-3 lead for the Trojans. Davey Williams misses with the first pitch.
Skylar flew out to shortstop his first time up and then had an ending inning fielder's choice in the third. Ball was a sky moon ball.
Yes,
Joe.
it
that
was.
Ball just kept going up, it looked.
And here's a hard-hit ground ball in the hole, and a nice play by JoJo Driver to keep it on the infield, but he will not have a play at first base. That'll be an infield single for Potter. And bound back to the top of the order for the Trojans. Here comes J.P. Hyde.
J.P. is 1 for 2 on the day. Ball back up the middle. His first time up in the first inning, flew out to center in the fourth and walked.
Time called here as Glasgow pitching coach Cord Glass goes out to have a word with Davey Williams. That'll give us a chance to tell you that the Don Franklin Spring event is happening now. Choose from thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for most makes and models. Hurry into Don Franklin or DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family. Coach Glass now making his way back to the dugout. J.P. Hyde, very good hitter, averages .403 on the season, 16 RBIs. Comes to the plate here with 1 out and a runner at first base. Williams misses with the fastball up high. Williams will throw to first base. Hyde awaiting the 1-0. It's on the way, and it's a ground ball back to Williams on the mound. He'll go to second for the out there. The throw to first is not quite in time. Scotties could not turn the 1-6-3 double play, but they do get Potter, the lead runner, there at second for out number 2. And that will bring up the first baseman, Jackson Reese.
Jackson is 1 for 2 on the day. Joe, he had a bunt in the first and grounded out 5-3 in the second and walked his last time.
Williams starts him with a fastball that misses low. Reese batting .345 on the season. The 1-0 hits him. So that will move J.P. Hyde to second. Reese will take first base.
Sutton Hyde's coming up. Joe, Sutton is 2 for 3 on the day. Reached on an error in the third with a base hit in the first and the fourth.
Williams starts with the fastball in the dirt. Good block by Bam Nolly behind the dish. Runners stay put.
Good work.
Williams with the 1-0. And that hits Hyde in the left shoulder. So that loads the bases now. That brings up the right fielder, Axel Dyschelm.
Joe Axel is 1 for 2 on the day. Base hit to right in the first. He walked in the third and flew out to left field in the fourth. He is the 9th batter Trojan put into the plate this inning.
And don't think that pitch is going to count as time was called by the home plate umpire. Softball score for you here through 6 innings of play. Edmonson County leads Grayson County by a score of 8-3. Lady Scottie softball team, we told you earlier, defeated Metcalfe County in 3 innings of play by a final of 16-0. And a hard-hit ball,
play.
outstanding play by Weston Carroll. It had a force at any bag, so he just steps on the bag at third. But Weston made a diving stop there going to his right. And an outstanding play there by Carroll to end the top of the fifth. But Barren County gets a big 3-run shot from Tristan Meach, and they have a 5-run lead once again.
Joe, the Trojans score 3 runs on 4 hits. The Scotties had no errors, and the Trojans leave 3 runners stranded on the base pass. So that's after 4.5 innings. The Trojans 8, the Scotties 3.
Back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Hudson Gum will lead things off for Glasgow in the bottom of the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. He'll be followed by Weston Carroll and Zach Poore. Joey Myers comes with a pitch, which Gum fouls off out of play. Barren County 8, Glasgow 3.
Joe Hudson's 0 for 2 on the day. A line drive to the second baseman and a line fly out to center.
Myers' pitch here called strike 2. Joe Myers and Matt Gum with you here at Sam Royse Field at Richardson Stadium. The 0-2 pitch on the way to Gum, and this is going to be a base hit into left field off the glove of a diving Jordan Harris there at third base, right off the end of his glove. It'll be a South Central Bank base hit for Hudson Gum. And that brings up the third baseman, Weston Carroll.
Weston's 0 for 0 on the day. He's walked both times, Joe. They've sort of been very selective with their pitching to Weston, and I don't know that I blame him. But with an 8-3 lead, that he might get to see a pitch or two here.
Weston batting .407 as we begin action today. First pitch he sees is up and in for ball 1.
Joe Hudson's 15 out of 17 on stolen bases on the year, leading the team in steals with those 15.
Fastball here, called a strike at the knees.
I thought that pitch was maybe a little low, but it's a strike because he called it that way.
1-1. Myers with a pitch, and that one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 now. Myers with a pitch, and a chopper goes right back to Myers on the mound. He'll go to first base to get Carroll. That ball was way up in Weston's eyes.
Yeah.
Don't really know how he even got the bat on it, much less got on top of it. But he did. There's 2 outs. Excuse me, 1 out with Zach Poore coming to the plate. Hudson Gum advanced to second base on that play.
Get a little bit of your music going in the background here, Joe.
There you go. Old school. I'm not much of a rap guy, but I do like some of the old school stuff back when we were younger. And a check swing strike here for Zach Poore. Myers ahead in the count, no balls and a strike here. The pitch. Misses low. Barren County in front 8-3 in the bottom of the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. Hudson Gum at second base for the Scotties with one away. And time called here by Zach Poor. He'll back out of the box as Myers took a little while to get that pitch off. Now the 1-1. And Poor will ground it foul down the third base line. Bam Nolly waiting on deck for the Scotties. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Poor got a piece of it to stay alive. Just protecting the plate more or less right there.
Yeah, just battle off there.
So still a 1-2 count. Myers takes a look at Gum there at second base. Now comes home with a pitch. And Poor with a little flare into right field. That'll get just over the outstretched glove of Skylar Potter. And Hudson Gum going to come in to score from third base. And Poor going to wind up at second base as the throw. They tried to throw him behind him there, I think, at first. And the throw there got away. So Poor winds up at second on the throwing error. So Glasgow cuts one run off of Barren County's lead. It's now 8-4 Trojans. Bam Nolly will come to the plate with Zach Poor on at second base.
There's no play there. He can't fake it. He's got to have the ball.
Coach Garman asking about the tag at second. The ball was over in front of us, and the shortstop faked the tag to make Zach slide, which is not a play that's allowed, but you see it a lot.
First pitch in there to Nolly.
Glad to see Zach get that ball in right over Potter's head there.
Yeah. Got a South Central Bank base hit there for Zach. And an RBI. Nolly hits this one back up the middle. Potter has it at second base. His throw to first is in time. Poor goes over to third. There are now two away with Mason Bass coming up for the Scotties.
Bass, it's all one word. Mason Bass is 0-for-2 on the day, Joe. He grounded out to the first baseman and to the second baseman.
And this pitch in there for a strike. Mason started the day at first base when Zach Poor was pitching, but now when Zach went to first, Mason became the designated hitter. And this pitch in the dirt to Bass, 1-1 to him.
Yeah, that first inning 4-run, Joe's sort of the difference in this ball game. I mean,
it's a 4-run lead for Barren, and they got 4 in the first. This one in the dirt, 2-1.
Like to see Mason get on and be interested to see what they do with Mr. Williams.
High school softball, Edmonson County defeats Grayson County by a score of 8-3. That is a final. Swing and a miss by Bass, even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Myers set to deliver. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And Bass down on strikes. That will end the 5th inning, the Walbert Trucking 5th inning. Glasgow does get 1 run back, but they trail by 4 headed to the 6th.
Joe, the Scotties got 1 run on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base, and no errors by the Trojans. So after 5 complete, it is 8-4.
Back after a 1-minute break on WCLU Sports.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with a same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services. and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile, and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant.
Barren County 8, Glasgow 4 as we go to the top of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. And the Trojans will lead things off here. Matt, who is up there in the 6th? Who is it?
That's all right. Number 20, Jordan Harris, leads off with Keeney and Spence. Jordan is 0 for 3 on the day. 2 really hard hit balls to center, and flew out to the second baseman in the first.
I really wish Barren had numbers on their front of their jerseys, but they don't. That's unusual.
We'll put that request in, Joe.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll listen to me.
Sure they will.
Yeah, they'll do exactly what I say they should do. 1 ball, no strike counter to Davey Williams. Pitch on the way, or from Davey Williams. The pitch on the way now to Harris, misses low. 2-0. Williams into the wind, and the pitch. And that misses low. And this one misses as well, so a 4-pitch walk to Jordan Harris to start the 6th. Now time called again by Glasgow. Is pitching coach Cord Glass going to head out, and we may see a change. Davey Williams thinks we're going to, as he's ready to hand the ball off to Cord Glass. And there he does. So we'll see who the new man is. It's been warming up in the bullpen here, or if Glasgow brings somebody in out of the field, but I think somebody's coming in out of the bullpen.
I believe that would be number 12, Peyton Limley.
You are correct, Matt. So let's look at Peyton's numbers on the year here. Let's see. So Peyton Limley is 2-3 on the year. He's got a 6.87 ERA. 11 strikeouts, 11 walks. He's thrown 18 in the 3rd innings. And making his 12th appearance as a pitcher for the Scotties, his 7th in relief. So Davey Williams, you would assume, will go back to left field now. Rylan Furlong will probably go back to right, wouldn't you think, Matt?
Correct, sir. Yep,
Okay.
And then Bass will stay as the DH for Limley. That's what I'm guessing will happen, Joe.
That would make sense. So while Peyton takes his warm-up tosses, let's again remind you that the Don Franklin Spring Event is happening now. You can choose from thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage is available for most makes and models. Hurry to Don Franklin or DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family. And let's thank all our sponsors here on WCLU for helping us bring you Scottie Sports this spring. They are Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, HVAC Services, Garcia's Grill, South Central Bank, McDonald's of Glasgow, also brought to you by Elmore Realty and Auction, TJ Regional Health, Monticello Bank of Glasgow, Hardee's, South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative, and Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. Peyton has finished his warm-up tosses, it looks like.
Aiden Keeney up for the Trojans, Joe. Aiden had a base hit in the last inning, the 5th, and scored on the home run by Meach. He walked the first 2 times up.
Peyton, the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Scotties. Zach Poore started the game, and Davey Williams came in relief in the top of the 2nd. First pitch to Keeney is a breaking ball that's in there for a called strike. Keeney didn't think so. Limley with the 0-1. Another breaking ball and another called strike, 0-2.
I think he likes Limley a little bit better. Maybe we need to get Limley in earlier to get some of these called strikes.
Peyton, the sophomore right-hander. And steps off the rubber and chases the runner back there at first base.
Jordan Harris dives back in.
Limley sets. The pitch, another breaking ball in the dirt, but Nolly kept it in front of him, and Harris stays put at first base.
Jordan Harris has got 10 stolen bases on 12 attempts on the year.
Limley again will step off the rubber, and Harris back to the bag. One ball, two strikes. The pitch to Keeney. Grounded to driver at shortstop. Could be two. He'll go to second. The throw on to first is not quite in time. It was a slow roller hit the driver, and so that made the double play a little bit tougher, as Gum did get the throw off to first base, but just was not in time. Hudson hobbling a little bit as I think Harris slid into him there at the bag at second, but looks like Hudson's walking it off and is going to be okay. And we'll get Garrett Shields as a courtesy runner there at first base for Keeney.
Jacob Spence up. Jacob had a base hit to right field his last time up and then scored on the home run. Jacob struck out his second time and flew out to left field his first time up.
Started the day with a .333 average. Curveball from Limley misses low. Barren County 8, Glasgow 4. We're in the top of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. Run on at first base for the Trojans. And this pitch misses low and away, 2-0. Now to Jacob Spence. Limley with the pitch. Ground ball to driver at shortstop. He'll flip to Hudson Gum at second base. The throw to first is in time this time. And the Scotties turn a 6-4-3 double play, and that will end the top half of the sixth. Barren County held scoreless in that half inning.
Yeah, Joe, we finally got them 3 up, 3 down for the first time. We have no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So after 5.5, we've got the Trojans 8 and the Scotties 4.
Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
Scotties will send up Davey Williams, Boone Hatton, and Rylan Furlong, the 7, 8, 9 hitters here in the bottom half of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. Barren County leads Glasgow 8-4 in this 15th district matchup. As we've told you, the Trojans, if they hang on here, will wrap up the number 1 seed for the 15th district tournament, which would get them against Allen County Scottsville in the opening round of the tournament, which begins in just a couple weeks. Hard to believe we're nearing the end of baseball season here. First pitch to Williams is a chopper back up the middle. Could be trouble here. The shortstop Hyde has it. His throw to first gets away, and now they're going to throw to second base, and Williams is out there. Or what do we have? Now the two umpires are talking about something. So did the ball go into the dugout or into an area that is not part of the playing field? So that means Davy Williams gets a free base.
Oh, he's called him safe on the slide, Joe.
No, I don't think that's what's happening, Matt. Because now Derek Alfonso, the Barren County head coach, is out here.
Yeah, he's the umpire's showing his arm in and showing.
Well, I have no idea what's happening. Because, again, we are completely blocked out at first base. We have no idea what happened there. The ball got away, and then the next thing I know, Davy Williams is headed to second base. They threw to second, and I thought they clearly tagged him out there. That's why I thought the ball had been called dead. I don't know what happened.
We'll give Davy a base hit and advance to second on the throwing error, I guess.
All I know is I cannot wait for a press box to be back up top to where I can see what in the heck is going on the field. Frustrating. Anyway, all right.
Boone Hatton's up. He's grounded out to the shortstop both at-bats. Actually, base hit his last at-bat. Excuse me, Joe.
And this pitch in there for a called strike to Boone Hatton.
And was out on a pop-up to the infield, 6-4. So Boone's 1 for 2 on the day.
The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Hatton. Williams is out at second base, with nobody out here in the bottom of the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance 6th inning. Williams takes off for third, and he will be in there without a throw. The pitch to Hatton was a ball, 1-2 to him.
Davies' 8th stolen base on the season, Joe. Got a really good jump there.
Myers sets for the 1-2. And misses low. Hatton checked his swing, almost started to offer at it, but held up. Didn't miss by much.
Boone's seen 2 pretty good pitches. I think Keeney popping up the last pitch probably saved us a strike on that one. And
now the 2-2, and that one low and away. Count goes full. Now the payoff pitch, and this one fouled off.
Myers is at 93 pitches on the day.
Of course, your daily limit is 120. So he's still got several he can throw. Payoff pitch on the way, and that one called strike 3 for out number 1 here in the inning. It is an Elmore Realty and Auction strikeout there for Joey Myers. And that will bring up the Glasgow right fielder, Rylan Furlong.
Rhino is 0 for 1 on the day. He reached on an error by the shortstop his last time up.
Gives this one a ride to right field. Fly ball going to be caught out there by Dyschel. And Williams tried to tag from third base, and they got him. Great throw that time by Axel Dyschel, and Williams is injured at the plate. He's out for out number 3, but the more important thing here is you hope Davey's okay. And he does get up and walk back to the dugout on his own, so I think he is all right. Got a little shaken up. But the inning comes to an end here as Williams is thrown out at home trying to tag up.
Yeah, Joe, the Scotties have no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. So that'll take us through 6 complete. The score 8-4 Trojans.
And we're back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Want to slash your cable bill? Save over $20 a month with MyStream TV from SCRTC, the savings alternative with the same great channel lineup you've always been accustomed to. Packages as low as $85 even include internet, at least 200 meg. This is a no-brainer. No more cable boxes, just an app. And you even get an extra stream. Wait till we show you Catch-Up TV. Compare your current service to the new MyStream TV from SCRTC, 678-2111. Call and save today.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Peyton Limley back out there to start his first full inning of work for the Scotties as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. Barren County on top by a score of 8-4. And something we have not told you folks yet, it was announced earlier today at Glasgow High School at a press conference that was held about 4:30 that the Scottie boys basketball team has a new head coach, and it's a very familiar name if you are familiar with the Glasgow program. Brandon Stockton was named the head basketball coach for the boys. As Brandon, of course, a Glasgow graduate, was an outstanding high school basketball player, so outstanding that he was named Kentucky Mr. Basketball in 2002 during his senior season. Also went on to play 4 years at the University of Kentucky. So congratulations to Brandon. Excited to see what he can do as a Glasgow boys head basketball coach. First pitch of the inning for Peyton Limley is swung on and missed by Tristan Meach for Barren County.
Meach struck out his first time, was hit by pitch on his second at bat, and then, of course, hit the top of the scoreboard with a home run in the 5th.
Breaking ball here, misses a bit low. There is a story on WCLU's website and on our Facebook page as well. If you'd like to go read a little bit more about Brandon Stockton being hired as the Glasgow boys basketball coach. The 1-1 from Limley. And Meach gives this one a ride to dead center field. Boone Hatton on his horse, and it is off the bottom of the fence. Meach on his way to second base, and he is there with a leadoff double here in the 7th.
Joe, if that's 375 to dead center, that ball's hit about 372.
Yep.
He hit that ball really, really hard.
Don't see many balls go out in dead center here at Sam Royse Field, but I thought that one had a chance when it first left the bat. Now the number 9 hitter in the order, Skylar Potter for the Trojans.
Skylar's 1 for 3 on the day. Base hit to left his last time up.
The breaking ball in the dirt. It's going to get to the backstop here. The wild pitch will move Meach to third.
Courtesy.
And time called here, yeah.
Pinch
runner here for Tristan Meach, it looks like.
Looks like number 5, Joe.
That'll be Cameron Crawford.
Cameron Crawford.
One ball, no strikes here to Skylar Potter. Scotty infielders come in on the edge of the grass here, already down 8-4 in the 7th. Trying to prevent another run from scoring with nobody out here. The 1-0 to Potter in the dirt. Good stop that time by Nolly.
Good work, Bam.
You really need to prevent this this run. Need to keep it within 4 and top the lineup coming up for the Scotties. So if you got a chance, you really need to keep it at that 4-run margin.
Here's the 2-0, and this one fouled off into the Barren County dugout. Again, we have softball games scheduled on the air tomorrow at 5:30 against Cumberland County, and then on Thursday against Edmonson County. Both of those games are 5:30 starts. Our broadcast at 5:20. Hope you'll join us for those. The 2-1 now from Limley. Fly ball to center field. Boone Hatton drifting over to his right. He'll make the catch. It's deep enough to try to tag the runner, which they do. Not a bad throw at all that time by Boone, but just too deep as Cameron Crawford comes in to score to make it 9-4 Trojans. And the base is empty now with one out on the board. Here comes the top of the order for Barren County, J.P. Hyde.
Yeah, JP is 1 for 3 on the day. Base hit up the middle his first time up, flew out to center and reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th.
Curveball from Lemley misses low. Barren County 14-10 on the year, 4-0 in the district. The 1-0 pitch to Hyde and a swing and a miss. Trojans lost in their last game on Saturday to Owensboro, 11-10, the final score there. Prior to that, Barren County had won 6 straight. Hyde gives this one a lift to center field, but Boone Hatton barely has to move. He'll make the catch for out number 2. So this has been a hot Barren County ball club. They've been playing good baseball, and it's continued here today.
Yeah, Joe, this has got a really good ball club, and the RPI rankings on the KHSA has them probably the 4th team in our region, behind Bowling Green and Russell County and South Warren. And
first baseman Jackson Reese at the plate. First pitch to him is high.
Greenwood's in that conversation. Logan County's got a good club. Franklin Simpson's got a good club. So the next couple of weeks with district tournaments happening should be interesting on how.
Here's a fly ball to center field. Boone Hatton tracking this one as well. He'll make the catch for out number 3. So the Scotties will go to the bottom half of the 7th inning, down by 5 with some work to do, obviously.
Yeah, Joe, the Trojans have 1 run on 1 hit, no errors by the Scotties, and nobody left on base. So after 6 1/2, the Trojans 9, the Scotties 4.
Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Monticello Bank first opened its doors in 1895 as a single office in Monticello, Kentucky. Today, there are 21 MBC locations across the Commonwealth. From home loans to commercial lending, Monticello Bank offers a wide variety of convenient financial services and competitive rates from local people you know and trust. Visit them at 1434 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow and let them help make the financial side of your life a little easier. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the order for Glasgow as they trailed 9-4 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. JoJo Driver, Hudson Gum, Weston Carroll due up. Joey Myers on the hill trying to finish this thing off and go the distance for the Trojans. And his first pitch is in there for strike 1.
JoJo is 0 for 3 on the day, Joe. Second baseman twice and the shortstop once.
The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball, which misses. Now the 1-1. That one's in the dirt.
I think he's got it at 2-1.
Is it 2-1?
I believe so.
Driver with a foul ball down the right field side. You're right, Matt. I believe he just held up 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Hard to see from this angle, but I believe that's what he did. So the 2-2 pitch from Myers. Curveball just low. Scotties need base runners here. Any way they can get them. Down by 5 in the 7th. And strike 3 called on a pitch that was just called a ball on the last pitch. That'll bring up Hudson Gum.
Joe Hudson's 1 for 3 on the day. Base hit between off the glove of the third baseman his last time up, and then end up scoring a run.
Hudson started the day with a .329 average. First pitch to him is in the dirt. Now the 1-0 from Myers. Gum fouls it back. One and one to Hudson. And here's a fly ball to left field, and it'll be called out there by Tristan Meach for out number 2. Brings up Weston Carroll.
Weston is 0 for 1 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice last time and walked his first 2.
Scotties on the road at Barren County tomorrow. And then a couple days off before back here at home against Logan County on Friday and Adair County on Saturday. Carroll rips one into center field, and that'll be extra bases. It's going to get into the gap to the fence. Carroll rounding first on his way to second. He'll be there with a stand-up 2-out double. And that brings up Zach Poore. Zach started the day with a .400 average. Team leading 18 RBIs, team high 3 home runs. Barren County needs one more out here to wrap up the number 1 seed for the 15th district tournament. Poore with a fly ball to left field, and that's going to be dropped out there by Meach. So the Scotties still alive. Carroll rounds third. He's on his way home to make it 9-5. Meach just kind of nonchalantly went after that ball and did not make the catch. He hit in the heel of his glove, it looked like, and it popped out.
Yeah, you know, they had been playing Zach so much pull, and Meach was actually playing a little bit more towards left than he had been, and just sort of lackadaisical put the glove out, and it popped out of his glove.
Here's Bam Nolly. And Bam lifts a fly ball to right field, and that will be caught out there by Axel Dysham, and that will end it. And the Barren County Trojans will go to 15-10 overall and 5-0 in the district. And again, they wrap up the number 1 seed for the district tournament, which is big this year because you feel like if you had a chance to play ACS in the opening round, it gives you the best chance to win. So congratulations to Barren County on wrapping that up. But each of these teams, again, will meet one more time tomorrow over at Barren County High School to wrap up the district play for both teams here in the regular season. Matt, you got the numbers in that inning?
Yes, the Scotties had 1 run. Sorry, Joe, I wasn't prepared there.
My fault.
1 run on 1 hit. Trojans had 1 error, and the Scotties left 1 runner on base.
All right, so again, your final score, Barren County 9, Glasgow 5. Glasgow with a loss falls to 11-15 overall, 2-3 in the district, which means they will be the number 3 seed in the district tournament here in a couple of weeks, and they will play Warren East in their opening round game over at Allen County, Scottsville. We'll come back in a moment with a Don Franklin Auto postgame show where we will look at our Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. We'll have our SCRTC player of the game. We'll also take a look at our Hardy's play of the game, and we'll have a conversation with Glasgow head coach Cameron Garman as well. Scotties fall to Barren County 9-5 here in 15th District action at Sam Royse Field. We're back after a 5-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sautéed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
We're not superheroes, but when people need us, we answer the call. We're not weathermen, but we know the Kentucky seasons like the back of our hands. For over 40 years, we've serviced any brand, anytime, with the same-day service guarantee. Now that's a big promise, and that's probably why no one else does it. So when dealing with your heating and cooling, call HVAC Services, and you'll have the right team by your side.
When you come into Garcia's Grill, you're welcomed with a smile and you'll love the atmosphere. Garcia's was voted by the community as the best overall restaurant for the past 2 years. Great food at a great value. They serve fresh, delicious traditional Mexican dishes, incredible pasta, burgers, steaks, and seafood. People say you can never get burnt out on this restaurant because of all the amazing choices. Garcia's Grill, owned and operated by the Gomez Garcia family. Check them out on North Ray Street in Glasgow and on Facebook. Garcia's Grill, a different kind of Mexican restaurant. South Central Bank has been investing in the Glasgow community for over 50 years. During that time, we've learned a thing or two about hard work, relationships, and a vision for success. South Central Bank is designed to make a difference in the prosperity of our customers and the communities it serves. We want to be a part of your success. Visit southcentralbank.com. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With a history of scoring touchdowns and breaking records, Dakota Elmore knows a thing or two about hard work. At Elmore Realty and Auction, his team, often referred to as the A-Team, applies that same work ethic in how they serve this community. With a combined 200 years of experience, the team serves our commercial industry, helps families find their dream home, and makes your auction an easy, profitable, and positive experience. Elmore Realty and Auction, trusted since 1935. Check them out on Facebook for listings and auctions.
If you already have internet through SCRTC, there's a pretty good chance your speed just went up, maybe even paying less. And if you don't, check on fiber optic with SCRTC in your area, because 500 meg is now only $70. That's 500 down and upload. And if you want more speed, SCRTC got it, up to 5 gig of it. Make the switch right now at scrtc.com and we'll do the install free. This won't last forever. With unmatched customer support, SCRTC, your best and last internet provider.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
And now the Don Franklin Auto postgame show on WCLU. Brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers.
And now taking the field,
here's Joe Myers.
Crichton Stadium for the Don Franklin Auto postgame show, where Glasgow falls by a final score of 9-5 to the Barren County Trojans here in 15th District action. Time now to take a look at our Garcia's Grill sizzling stats, and with that, here's Matt Gum.
Thanks, Joe. We'll start with the Barren County Trojans tonight. They had 9 runs on 10 hits. John Parker Hyde was 1 for 4 with 1 run and a walk. Jackson Reese was 1 for 3 with 1 run and a walk. Sutton Hyde was 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Axel Dyson was 1 for 3, 1 run scored and a walk. Jordan Harris was 0 for 3 with a walk. Aiden Keeney was 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Jacob Spence was 1 for 4 with a run scored and 1 strikeout. Tristan Meach was 2 for 3 today with a run scored, 3 RBIs with his home run and a strikeout. And Skylar Potter was 1 for 3 with an RBI for the Trojans. Trojans were led today on the mound by Joey Myers, who threw a complete game, 108 pitches. He faced 32 batters. Joey threw 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, had 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. For the Scotties today, we had 5 runs on 7 hits, committed 1 error in the field. JoJo Driver was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Hudson Gum was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Weston Carroll was 1 for 2 with a run scored and 2 walks. Zach Poore was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Bam Nolly was 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Mason Bass was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Davey Williams, 2 for 2 on the day. 1 run scored, 2 RBIs on his home run. Boone Hatton was 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Ryland Furlong was 0 for 2, a run scored after he had walked. Pitching for the Scotties, Zach Poore, 1 inning, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk. Davey Williams, 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 walks and 2 strikeouts. And Peyton Limley had 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, and no strikeouts.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. That is a look at the Garcia's Grill sizzling stats. Again, Glasgow falling to Barren County by a final score of 9-5. And Matthew, ready to look at the play of the game here? All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our Hardy's play of the game here on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show, and it is the big 2-run homer by Davey Williams that pulled Glasgow back to within a 5-3 deficit. Unfortunately, the Scotties could not keep that momentum going as they fall by a final score of 9-5. But Davey Williams, a very hot hitter right now for the Scotties. He has 3 home runs in the last 4 days and has just been hitting the ball very, very well. So congratulations to Davey Williams. He is our Hardy's play of the game with that 2-run homer. And we can also, as we wait on head coach Cameron Garman, go ahead and take a look at our SCRTC player of the game. And with that, we have decided to go with Weston Carroll. Weston on the day going 1 for 2. He had a run scored, and he also walked twice, so he was on base 3 of the 4 times he came to the plate. Weston Carroll will be our SCRTC player of the game. And we'll go ahead and take another timeout and come back, and we'll get Cameron Garman with us as the Scotties fall here to Barren County by a final score of 9-5. We're back after a 2-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for a new career where you'll be a part of a family-owned business for over 50 years? Walbert Trucking is a trucking company based right here in Glasgow. With Walbert Trucking, you'll get full benefits, great pay, and 401k. And you'll be home daily. Unlimited possibilities await you. Apply today and become a member of the Walbert Trucking team. 106 Sean Lane in Glasgow, 651-6784.
Joe Myers back here with you on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show, where the Scotties fall by a final score of 9-5 to the Barren County Trojans here in 15th District action. And we are now joined by Glasgow head coach Cameron Garman to discuss this one. Cam, Barren County just was hot at the beginning of this ball game. They led off this game with 4 straight singles. All 4 of those guys who got ended up coming around to score. And you were behind 4-0 right from the very start. Tough to play catch-up against a pitcher like Joey Myers.
Yeah, give them credit. They got up there, swung the bat. Like you said, got 4 runs going. And to the boys, if you kind of, hypothetically, if you could erase that first inning, if you could get out of that first inning, you're looking at a 5-5 ball game, pretty close game. Proud of the way we battled, kept our heads, and like I said, sometimes it just doesn't fall your way.
You decided to go with Zach today for starting the ballgame. I think it was just his second start. He's not pitched a whole lot this year, Cameron. I know he's had some arm issues. Do you feel like Zach was at his best today in that first inning?
Not at his best, and I think he's a little rusty. He battled the flu a couple of weeks ago and just hadn't got a lot of work in. We've had some guys that maybe would have pitched tonight that are kind of banged up, sore arms, so. We had 2 games this past weekend, so he was just kind of our guy we thought was fresh and thought he'd give us a good chance, which he gave his best, but like I said, sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Davey Williams came in relief in the second inning and pitched well again. I thought he faced 25 batters, struck out 2. He did walk 5, gave up 5 hits, and gave up 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. Then you came in with Peyton Limley for a couple of innings as well, and I thought Peyton did well. He gave up just 1 hit in 2 innings of work and 1 run. Faced 6 batters there. So between Davey and Peyton, how'd you feel they did on the mound today?
Good. Davey, 5 walks from Davey is unusual. He's usually throwing more strikes and getting ahead more. But he's kind of banged up a little bit too. He's battling some leg injuries and things like that. And he's been throwing a lot for us. We've really needed him. So, like I said, we cut down on those walks, don't hurt ourselves, and I think we're in a good position. I was proud of both of them. Peyton Limley did awesome. Comes in. He's pretty good in that relief spot. He had a big relief appearance Friday night and looked really good. He comes in there, throws strikes, does well. Proud of him.
Davey Williams has been absolutely on a tear at the plate, yeah. Cameron. He hit another home run today, a 2-run shot this time in the 4th inning that pulled you back to within a 5-3 deficit. That's his 3rd home run in the last 4 days. He did not have a home run going into Friday on the season. Then he had 2 against Franklin on Friday. Then he had the game-winning RBI single on Saturday against Elizabethtown to walk it off. And then he had that 2-run shot today. What can you say about how well he's swinging the bat right now?
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Like you said, he was 3 for 3 on Saturday, and he's swinging it well. I'm really proud of him. He's getting up there, not trying to do too much. He's just taking what the pitcher gives him, and when they throw it around the plate, he's been sending it. Like I said, it's just fun to watch. I'm proud of him. He deserves it. So hopefully he keeps it going.
Of course, this loss here today assures Barren County of the number 1 seed for the 15th District Tournament, so you now know that you will face Warren East in the opening round of the district tournament here in a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks or so. It's hard to believe we're already just about at the end of the baseball season, but you got Barren County on the road tomorrow, and then you have a couple days off, and then Logan County at home on Friday, and I think at home against Adair County on Saturday, if memory serves me correctly. So what are you hoping to see out of your team the rest of this week, Cameron?
Just solid pitching. I always say it starts on the mound, and if we get up there and throw strikes from the beginning, we'll give ourselves a chance, battle up there at the plate. Saturday, we're honoring the 2004 4th Region champ team, so I'd like to see a lot of people come out and honor them.
And tell folks what time that will start, Cameron.
Game starts at 10 o'clock. We'll recognize them about 9:45-ish. So should be a good little time.
Hopefully you get a good turnout there. Several members of that team will show up for you, hopefully, and nice to celebrate those guys for sure.
Oh, yes.
The next time we will see you will be on May the 10th when you host Russell County here at home on that Friday, and then we'll see you again the following Monday against Monroe County. So we've got 2 more broadcasts scheduled for the regular season games, and we'll get those district games on as well. But Cam, appreciate you coming out and talking with us, and good luck the rest of the week, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Scotty head coach Cameron Garman, his team falling here by a final score of 9-5 to the Barren County Trojans in 15th district action. And that will just about wrap things up for us here today on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show. Let's remind you that we do have a couple softball broadcasts on the schedule for this week. On Tuesday, tomorrow, we will be at Glasgow High School where the Lady Scottie softball team will host Cumberland County. That's a 5:30 start. Of course, we're supposed to get quite a bit of rain overnight, so we'll see if the field is dry enough for them to play tomorrow. If not, we will certainly let you know as soon as possible here on WCLU. And then on Thursday, we're supposed to do a softball game as well against Edmonson County over there at Glasgow High School, so hopefully we can get both of those games in for you. And we want to say thank you to the folks that helped us out with the broadcast here today. We had John Clark, back at the studio on the board for his production work, and then our video producer, of course, Matthew Clark. Unfortunately, we could not get this game live streamed because our signal just was not strong enough for us today, but it will be on YouTube for playback. If you'd like to go back and watch this ball game, we invite you to certainly do that. I also want to say thank you to my partner on color and stats, Matt Gum, for his contribution here today as well. But again, the Trojans win it by a final score of 9-5 over the Glasgow Scotties. Barren County improving to 15-10, 5-0 in the district. Glasgow falling to 11-15 overall, 2-3 in district play. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm Joe Myers.
This has been Glasgow Scotties Baseball on WCLU. Presented by Don Franklin Auto, Walbert Trucking, South Central Bank, HVAC Services, South Central Rural Telecommunications Cooperative, Garcia's Grill, Elmore Realty and Auction, Hardee's, Monticello Bank, TJ Regional Health, McDonald's, and Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Joe Myers. Glasgow High School Sports is on. Your home for local WCLU.
That's fine.